What's good, YouTube? And welcome to the house. Is this freaking set of the year? It feels like everybody's expectations were blown out of the water, mine included. Access code, Verte, invocation, and in this video, we're going to go over the entire set, spoiler, all the premium golds and gold letter rares. Gamer's Choice had to up their price this morning as they were selling out like hotcakes, and they actually want to keep some in stock, but people are still going so ham even at this price. Code What's Good 5 for 5% off. We'll knock this down 5% and support the channel directly, and then you divide it by the 5 mini boxes per big box and the 4 of those that come in a case, and it's still under that $30 MSRP at $26.12 to 13 cents, give or take, and it's $5 off and then 5% extra off if you are going with the regular box with the 5 mini boxes, so still cheaper than most other places. Tier 0 has this, and remember, EU is different, and what we saw this morning was from EU YouTubers. EU Gold looks so much better than it did last year with the foil scratches and the completely different look. There are 6 tuck boxes instead of 5 per box, and then you also have 4 still in the display, but that's 4 extra tuck boxes total in a case. That's why there is the price difference, and they do free worldwide delivery if you are buying either. So code What's Good 5 works over there for 5% off. Do the math, what works for you based on where you're at, but both of these are pretty darn good deals versus it is selling out a lot of places. Now, Dual Daddy has put together some graphics for what is going on here. Their set size is 152 cards, it seems. And here are the alternate arts. We have IP Masquerena, which we already knew. Unicorn we also knew, and it has Ibley on it, and it looks so good. Alter Art Rescue Cat World Premiere over here in the TCG. Firewall, finally we get it, but it's in the gold letter rares. Red Eyes is a premium gold. Eld looks amazing. We also have Bigfoot in his Yeti form. We have the Light Charmer. We have Black Rose Dragon, which I missed in my early reveals, and it looks great. And then Ghost Mortar. Black Rose is also a world premiere. Now, in the slots of the premium gold rares, Blue Eyes and Dark Magician in LOB form, you can remember those were home runs last year, but they were also half printed in the set. We do not know ratios yet or have any semblance thereof. In fact, Access Code Talker was not pulled a whole lot, but last year there were no short prints, only half prints where it was a half ratio, and Blue Eyes and Dark Magician were the only singles outside of things with Alter Arts to receive those. So the Alter Arts would combine to say, let's look at Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. It has 2 prints, right? Well, you would still pull as many total Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons as a whole, but you would only pull half of the pull as an Alter Art, half the pull as the regular art. We have Red Eyes again in Alter Art, so I felt like they probably needed to include the others, like Red Eyes again. What about the others? And they included a little GX love with Neos. Exodia has been gold rare before, and I really like it here. Rescue Cat, I think a lot of people will be after. That single was serious cash, like going up 15, 18 bucks even for the common, and this is a very nice form of it. And then you have Plasma for the hero players. Fossil Dyna getting that little upgrade. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon Alter Art needed a holographic so bad. Scrap Chimera, this should have never been $45. Tempest, I was hoping the other Dragon Rulers would join it. Maybe one day. Maybe Konami's got a plan. Psyframe Gamma. We have the Light Charmer. We've got Conductor and Soul Eating Oviraptor for some Dino Love, and the gold letter rares will give more. Weathery Snow, which was a short print in a side set forever ago. That's why it was expensive on the market, $18-ish. We have Ray is Bay getting every rarity she can, and I just love both versions of Bigfoot being in here, but especially the new version. It is such a cool take. Nessie does join Bigfoot. A lot of people were concerned about that early. Nessie, of course, peeling back off of the list a little bit, and people wondering, well, copies are more expensive. What about that one? It makes more sense. We have Rocket Tracer, Rose, Chamber Dragon Maid, which everyone's been waiting for a reprint on if the Eternal Rivals on Market Watch. Alter Art Ghost Mortar, which I've been calling Alter Art Eldritch. I also made jokes about, but I did not think would actually get made and this cool. Makaba, Black Rose Alter Art, Trishula, Lagia, and Dolka. See, those are kind of minus pulls, right? But yet they're legendary cards. Trishul is just reprinted into the ground and already has nice versions. Dolka had a recent reprint. Lagia is kind of nice to see here, though, on the reprint slots. Alan Bershon needed a reprint. It was $30 for no gosh dang reason other than, wow, you can search any card in the game and hype for Mystic Fighters. The Numerons, Numeronius, however you want to call them, these cards were locked behind a $300 MSRP product in the OCG, and the OCG duelists may be coming over here and taking some off of our market because of that. It's something to actually consider as a number collector as well, but super nice to see here, and I saw the hint in the description and talked about that in an entire video. We have the Weathery Link, and then we have Nightmare, Masquerena, Verte, access code, all nice. Raigeki, we got a Prismatic Secret Rare recently, but I'm not too mad at this. Book of Moon as well, it fits those. I would rather have this kind of stuff as filler than something useless. I think Konami's doing an okay job there. Magical Dimension, though, wow, that's a card we haven't said in a while. That card is still pretty darn cool, and I feel like people reading it versus like ancient show stuff, they'll enjoy it. Gold Shark getting another gold rare is actually nice. Tenki is okay. It's at 1 now, kind of a weird choice to include after a hit. Twin Twisters, always good to see a holo upgrade on it or different version. Invocation, that's where they missed last year. Everybody's like, where's Invocation? They got it with Makaba, both the harder to get pieces, and I'm hoping it's not shorted in any way here or half printed. Prank Kid's Place, extra for extra value. And I guess this set's a gold mine with Mystic Mine. Yep, can't even resist that pun. And then the theme of the set we all called Eldritch, El Dorado. That's how we kind of thought of the altar art, along with the other cards in here, and then the Numeron stuff for the spells. And then we have Torrential. Again, I would prefer this. Like, actually, every version of Holo Torrential was a good amount of money. Starlight Road. I would have preferred a Starlight on this somewhere, but not to actually take up the slot. So this is a good middle ground. It looks amazing in Ultimate Rare in the OCG. I'll still rock those two versions. I actually have it right here, the Starlight. Then in the gold letter rares after Conquistador is Giant Rex, which needed a reprint. It was $6-7, only printed in Battles of Legend. Baby Sarasaurus, which should have been holo at some capacity. Fossil Dig, which does have an OTS upgrade, so I actually like to see it here. A downgrade that's easier access in modern packs, yet doesn't overshine something that they did for it before. Lost World Scrap Golem. We've got Scrap Dragon. Scrap Weaver was actually a penny stonk on my list, and this is why sometimes penny stonks being actually good versus the race for a reprint show that it's not always, you know, gonna be great to Diamond Hand penny stonks. You win where you win, you don't where you don't. And the train stuff was no jokes. Legendary Duelist Season 2, even though it gave a somewhat recent reprint, they were all going up. Leeb, Urgent Schedule, these were expensive cards, so it's nice to see easy access for people who want this engine. You also have the Super Dora, you got the 2K Bang Shot card, as well as the train that missed the structure deck, the Express. You have some Archfiend love here with cards that were expensive for no reason out of duelist packs. You get some actual Pendulum Evolution love with the Yang Xing cards and Oracle of Zephyr. You do get another version of Psyframe Driver, along with an easy access Omega and Zeta and Lambda. I love the reach back into Battles of Legend cards here, as well as Phantom Knights of Break Sword. They know PK is coming up as an archetype and got way ahead in terms of being in the metagame. They also put in Boots, Cloak. You have all the Numeron stuff, which was penny stonkish as well. I'm so glad they actually didn't short print that on its first drop over in Battles of Legend. You have all the gates, you have the C1000, you've got the Numeron on the wall, you've got the field spell, you have everything going for you, including calling, and that'll make my Slifer engine all the cheaper to build. You have Dyson Sphere out of nowhere, Baguska, so a little bit of number love, but not as much as I thought would come for this set. You do have Altergeist as well as a large portion of the reprints. Did we actually get Pukari or anything like that? I may have glossed over it, but I don't think I did. I think I've gone card by card by card. So the Altergeist are just in here kind of as a teaser? Yikes, if true. Let me know in the comment section down below if I did miss something, but I just see Marionetter, Silk, I see Melusik, I see Conquery, I see, yeah, Multi-Faker. We get more of the Weathery cards, which were, again, rising up in price for no good reason other than they were in a side set. We got X-Code Talker, which was a cover card that did not have a reprint up till now and needed one. We have Code Talker Love with extended and regular Code Talker. Code Talker only had one printing, 2 up till now, and could have got expensive over time when Heat Soul finally comes. Sometimes, please, Konami. We have the Prank Kid cards with all of them in gold letter rare for the most part. It looks like even Meow Meow Moo making the roster. It looks like everybody is here, like Smash Brothers. We got the 4 Charmer links of the core attributes We got the Eldritch Fusion, which is kind of a recent card, as well as Sanguine and all the important, Hakiero, the Negation, the Crazy Win card. We got Deep Sea Diva, Kagamusha Knight, which was also $5 to $6 for its common out of a structure deck. Cola Serpent, Weaver, just make sure they never get expensive again. Majesty's Fiend I would have not rather seen here. It was already in Dual Devastator, but again, this is the kind of filler you want to see as filler. Cyber's Gadget's an actually decent reprint. Eva, Rainbow Neos was big money even for its common. I think like $10+. And it goes with the Verte as well, as it's actually what was summoned as an option besides Dragoon. And maybe that's Konami's little hint at future hits, but I think Konami will cash in on Dragoon first. Zolkin is solid value. M7 is nice to see. Raid Raptor for Waking the Dragon. And the all-important Alter Arts for Firewall, not behind a Ghost Veil, with an easy access errata after a whole freaking year. All Mirage is also extremely good value. Nice to see here. We've got the Rocket Link for the Dragon Link players. We have Upstart. We have Ancient Gear Fusion. Signet Mining's also super solid value. Summon Limit was actually $5 to $6, and I missed that one being in here. And Trap Trick is still like $3. So just the amount of bottoming out of cards within either the filler or purposeful reprints, this set hits home. It feels like 2019 Konami that was doing home run after home run. Eternity Code, Rise, Brothers actually hitting home with the 10k Dragon, even though the set inside wasn't that good. Just every decision here feels really good, and I've got to give credit. Again, if you're shopping, look over at Gamer's Choice and Tier 0. They are flying off the shelves. Or wait for the singles. The singles could be very good. I would also wait for Tier 0 and Yu-Gi-Oh! Daily and their take on pre-sales, but just look around at prices already dropping. Access code Secret Rares, sub 100, and people not biting. This is great because a lot of people want to play gold rares, right? But I think it'll still continue to go down a little from there. Maybe it depends on the singles price and if there is a half print on it. We see Verte Anaconda sinking really fast too. Invocation kind of more stable as people want playsets, but the super falling out the fastest, the lowest rarity. We have Rainbow Neos common, people listing it finally, quantities returning to as nature should be. Kagamusha Knight also having its listings go up. And like I said, Xcode Talker only had its one printing. It's bottoming out. And Zolkin, always nice to see another print of that, honestly. Thanks for watching. What did you think of the full set spoiler? Are you grabbing gold sealed and diamonds handsing? Do you plan to rip it open for some fun with friends? Do you plan to go after singles? What is your approach? Let me know what you want from the set too. I see some people super excited about the Alter Arts. It's a gimmick that's both understated but not good enough. Like, we want full arts. We want more as Yu-Gi-Oh! Players, right? Yet at the same time, when you see that Alter Art Rescue Cat here in the TCG first, instead of lamenting and waiting a whole, year for it to come over, it's kind of freaking hype, right? So I do feel like it's something that does hit home sometimes, but not all the times, to quote Farfa and Duncan. Thanks for watching, everybody.